Okay. Oh, running. That's a weird run, dude.
Gion mi mehucha. Gaboje am prish gabi mi rish. You're too late! You will not get him! It'll work. It must.
Joy that I received your last letter. Know that you are missed terribly here in India. If my calculations are correct and the International Postal Service is kind, this letter will keep you company as you make the final leg of your journey to Scotland. I hesitate to say anything for fear you'll think me foolish, even hysterical. Your father made it his life's work to research his family's twisted history. This and his obsession with the occult combined to unravel his poor mind. John loved his family and his family home, but he hated and mistrusted them in equal measure. Son, beware of the Gordons. Blood is not always thicker than water. Your loving mother.
sir.
Get it, it's Scotland and, you know, the bagpipes, but, yeesh. Oh, God.
Welcome, Mr. Gordon. I'm Andrew Harrison.
Mr. Harrison, it's good to finally meet you. From our correspondence, I expected you to be older.
Thank you. I'll lead the way. It's quite dark already. We can continue to talk inside.
Bunch of weirdos. Is it the game? Is that wind? Excuse me. But it's so dark in here. Why don't you light more candles?
He's arrived, my lady.
David, welcome to Skahandu House.
Lady Margaret, how kind of you to welcome me in person at such a late hour. If I may, I would like to know more about my father's last days.
It is too late in the day for such morbid talk. You do look so very much like John, though.
An impressive building. Skahandu, though. Unusual. What is its meaning?
Unusual only if you have not bothered to study Gaelic. It means Black Mirror House. Many generations of the Gordon family have been master of this house. It is a great responsibility. Perhaps the greatest a man could bear. Angus, please show Master David to his room.
I don't
Yes,
like her
ma'am.
already. I definitely don't like the butler.
I trust you had a pleasant journey. This place is rather remote, even for Scotland.
It was most pleasing, thank you. I was fortunate enough to stop off in several fascinating places on my way here. How long have you been practicing law?
I came to the bar a few years ago. I'm at Chambers in Edinburgh with lawyers who have served the Gordon family for generations. I'm embarrassed to ask, but it is my job. Have you proof of who you say you are? You are David Gordon, son of the late John Gordon.
Please, I quite understand. Here you are.
What a curious object.
I don't like the lawyer anymore.
Isn't it? It belonged to my father. He posted it to me shortly before his death. I'm not at all sure what it is.
Perhaps it's something else returning home where it belongs, like its new owner. Have a good night, Master David. I shall continue my studies.
Please follow me, Master David.
Oh, God. Alright, so this is definitely a, There's gonna be a lot of quit time events in this, I have a feeling.
Your grandfather, his lordship Edward Gordon.
Yep.
There is no denying it. We are family. Somebody still cares. Maybe you weren't as bad as Mother believed.
There we go.
Father Edward. Father never spoke of you, but Mother never had a kind word to say. You were the worst of the lot, she said. These are all family members?
Yes, sir. The Gordons are one of the oldest families in Scotland. This way, sir.
Magnificent.
That is the master's study, sir, but there'll be plenty of time to examine it in the light tomorrow.
I suppose it's hard to keep things dry, what with all the rain you get here.
Most amusing, Master David. We do our best, sir. None of us are as young as we used to be. It does that sometimes, sir.
You don't say. Like every hour. On the hour. Oh. Quest log updated.
Lady Gordon expects you for breakfast at 8, sir.
Thank you. Lady Gordon called you Angus? Pleased to meet you, Angus.
Yes, sir. She did. I am Mr. McKinnon.
Mr. McKinnon. Yes.
I'd advise you not to leave the room tonight. Ticking clocks are not the worst thing you may encounter in the house at night, if you don't know your way around. Sleep well, sir.
Maybe he's more of a morning person. I doubt this place could ever be properly warm. I got somewhat turned around following Angus through the house. Sorry, Mr. McKinnon, but I think my room is probably around here somewhere. Hold on. This looks like... Wait a moment. This is a piece of a model.
Well done, old chap. Jesus Christ, I can't see a bloody thing.
In an old house like this one, sooner or later no drawer stays empty. Pieces of some kind of drawing. How odd. The candle is nearly gone, but it should do for a while once lit. The candle is nearly gone, but it should do for a while once lit. I'm going to need a light to find my way about out there. Glad I don't have to carry you around anymore. Mr. McKinnon lifted you up with ease. Without some obscure local law that required me being here in person, I would probably never have come. A pigeon amongst the cats.
Sorry to inform you of death of John Gordon. Stop. Please return to Skahandu House. Stop. Andrew Harrison, lawyer. Stop.
I should get a new passport. This one's filling up. This handsome, cheery, sober man is not the one I remember from my childhood. Not many matches left. Everything I ever owned could fit in there, 5 times over. I can barely see my hand in front of me. Just what I need.
No kidding.
I will put your high praise of Scottish water to the test, Father. Later.
Like these? No. That make a big oh.
More pieces of the same drawing. Maybe I can make out what it shows if I had enough of them. We meet again, old foe. A dumb waiter. Big enough to fit your own weight in food into.
Oh shit. Whoa.
No, this isn't right. There should be a room here. No, this isn't what I need either. Where is it? Eavesdropping, Mr. Gordon? That's hardly proper.
Selected Poems by Edgar Allan Poe.
Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much let me avow. You are not wrong who deem that my days have been a dream. Yet, if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream.
A dream within a dream. Wouldn't it be more comfortable working here?
That's Lady Gordon's private desk. It would be improper for me to use it.
Wouldn't it be more comfortable working here?
That's...
Did y'all hear this?
Despair, by a man called Howard Phillips Lovecraft.
Ghastly shades of bygone gladness, clawing fiends of future sadness, mingle in a cloud of madness, ever on the soul to lie. Thus the living, lone and sobbing, in the throes of anguish throbbing, with the loathsome furies robbing night and noon of peace and rest. But beyond the groans and grating of abhorrent life is waiting sweet oblivion, culminating all the years of fruitless quest.
The words of a troubled soul. The Castle of Otranto by Horace Walpole. I started reading this, though never got round to finishing it.
The gentle maid whose hapless tale these melancholy pages speak, say, gracious lady, shall she fail to draw the tear adown from thy cheek?
That's what you gotta say about that.
Ghosts, legends, ancient history. Where's the rest of them?
Seriously, does this humming sound like it's getting louder?
If you don't mind, I have a system and don't want to mix things up. Lady Gordon is very keen on confidentiality.
Of course.
Hiding something, are we?
That looks daunting.
Daunting, but rewarding and fascinating.
Fascinating.
Yes, indeed. The history of the Gordon family goes back a long way.
So it's true we are one of the oldest families in Scotland.
Oh, much more than that. The Gordons have owned this land back into antiquity, before records were even kept. Add to that some unique and unusual local laws. Well, it can be a challenge, but a welcome one.
Did you know my father?
I was called to the house shortly after your father arrived.
Why did that need a lawyer?
Those complex local laws I spoke of were to blame. Your father left when Edward died, so none of the required legal formalities to transfer the house were observed.
Does that mean...
Not at all. There will be no issue with transferring the estate to your name, if that is what you wish.
Have you had a chance to examine my papers?
I have, and am delighted to say that everything is in order. I would not be doing my job if I didn't warn you that with Edward dead and your father absent, the family fortune has somewhat diminished over the years. However, the real treasure is the castle and the grounds themselves. I haven't spent as much time as I'd like here, but it is a unique place.
I noticed that the door to the master's study is locked. Might I get a key for it?
Of course. I will see to it that you are supplied with one, if there is one available. No door should be locked to the soon-to-be owner, after all. Well, it's been a long day. I bid you good night.
I'll get myself something to read and then head to bed too. Good night.
Why are you making weird noises for? Oh my god, this place is huge.
Exquisite craftsmanship. I doubt our family could afford a marvel such as this nowadays. I can see the family resemblance. This one died very young. And this one. None of them seem to have made it past middle age.
Okay, came from there, I believe. What's in here? Ooh, I don't like it already. It's downstairs. Why? Can I see where the fuck I'm going?
Just how old is the Gordon clan? For all I know, it could stretch back to Roman times or even further.
No. Why would you go out through the fucking door?
The cold doesn't seem to affect the residents of this house. All the fires are fighting a losing battle against the draft. An earring. I doubt it was buried in the ashes on purpose. Someone must have lost it.
Or did they?
Contrary to everything I've learned so far about Grandfather Edward, Lady Margaret still worships him. I used to regale my Indian school friends with tales of knights in shining armor. Oh, locked. Must be hard to keep this place clean.
Oh, hang on one moment. Hey. A home phone number? No, I don't. have no idea. Yes. Okay, Lou too. Alright. Let's go, I guess, to the dining room now.
Somewhere out there they found Father. Or rather, what was left of him. What a cruel way to take your own life. On the morrow, I will explore the grounds, as soon as the sun is up. It's too dark outside to speculate about the size of the estate. Who would tear up photographs, given the painstaking process surrounding their creation?
Oh. That means down here should be, yeah, just a wall.
Lady Margaret and Edward. How young they look. But who are the others? You really know very little about your own family, David. An impressive collection. Grandmother's obviously a music lover. I'll give that a spin later. A peculiar place to spend the night. I best not wake her.
How dare you? No, I will never. It's not true. It's all lie.
I'll give that a spin later.
hidden everywhere, maybe? I'm in that back door, and I've been in that door. Wasn't there a... yeah, there is right there. Okay.
I didn't see you there. You gave me quite a fright. You are?
I'm the one who keeps the house from being covered in weeds. Name's Rory.
Pleased to meet you. I'm David Gordon.
Aye. I kenned you were coming today.
Why are you sitting in the dark?
There's enough light for me, laddie.
Oh, your eyes. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I see more than most do, son.
How long have you worked for the Gordons?
Always been a gardener, and I do some fishing. The loch's a bonny place. Calms the nerves.
Did you know my father?
I did, aye. Shameful what they did to him.
What do you mean? Who is they? I'll leave you to your supper then.
Being a Gordon can be a curse, laddie. Your father kenned the hard way. Mind you dinna follow in his footsteps.
That was a weird tattoo on his neck. I wonder what it was.
Blood. Not human, I presume. Better safe than sorry.
So we're taking meat cleavers now?
Rory just disappeared into the darkness. This might come in handy.
What did I grab? A wire?
Every thief's best friend
I know a few Fakir's tricks I can use this for.
Lockpick.
Sturdy, but old. A bit like Rory.
But that bitch will cut you in half.
I'm no expert on fashion, but this looks like a rather old-fashioned design.
The cellar can wait till tomorrow.
Step it.
Barging into someone's bedroom in the middle of the night is not how to earn their trust. Shame. Attics often speak volumes about the owners of a house. Father must have left something for me in the master's study. I suppose I could ask Mr. McKinnon to open it for me in the morning, but I'll have him breathing down my neck. And who knows what I'm to find. The lock is too heavy, too old for this to work. The lock is too heavy, too old for this to work.
Jesus, that scared me.
Father must have left something for me in the
Can I, like, combine shit?
master's study. I suppose I could ask Mr. McKinnon to open it for me. breathing down my neck. And who...
Find a way to open the desk in the library.
This might take a while. I need to be steady and try to... Oh, well, there you go.
Ah.
That's not the right combination.
Ah. Oh, they're Gaelic numbers. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna have to find a different way. Okay.
Dear Lady Gordon, I write to you with the utmost urgency. I am seeking information about my patient, your son, John Gordon. During our conversations, he makes allusions to his relationship with his father, but will not expand when pressed. You have failed to respond to my previous request, so I'm writing again to insist in the strongest terms possible that you furnish me with the required answers. Your son's recovery depends on it. Yours faithfully, Dr. Leah Faber, Bethlehem Hospital, London.
What secrets about my father is Lady Margaret concealing? Oh, locked. Oh, locked.
So can you there, holy shit.
Father knew how to open the cabinet. This will help.
That minus that equals 2. That equals... What if those are 2s? 2, 1... Let's see... 2... 1... 3...
That's not the right combination.
Son of a bitch. Magic.
Let's see what Father didn't even want his own family to find.
Absolute magic.
Now what are you for? Here we go. This side is done as far as I can tell. But there must be more. What an intricate piece of furniture. That sounded like some part of the desk moved. Yes, that's too open. Something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right. Something's not right.
Oh, it's black, white, black, white, black, white, 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 black, black, white, white. Okay, so white, 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 black.
Something's not right.
Shit. White, black, white, black, white, white, black, black, white, white. Black, white.
Something's not right.
Okay. Black, black, white, black. Black, white, black, white, black, white, white, black, white, white.
Ah, we're getting somewhere. A key and a note from Father. Someone is tampering with my work. I know it. I know it. I hear them as they whisper and snicker. They sneak in when I sleep. This place isn't safe. I have locked my work away in the study. I am leaving now. I will put an end to this terrible torment one way or another. David, if you find this, then I am dead. The forces abroad here have got to me. I am sorry you have been drawn into this tragedy. The answers you seek are amongst the papers in the Master's study. Use them. Stay safe. I love you, son. My God, what happened here? What did they do to my father?
Is this the key Father spoke of?
I've never seen a key like this before. It feels like Father wanted me to keep it a secret. Oh! Hi there. You startled me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Hey, wait! Where did he go?
Nothing unusual about that.
It doesn't fit. Open sesame. Someone's been searching here. Either they didn't have time to clean up, or simply did not care. If Father hid the key for me to find, then this means nobody has been able to enter this room since his death. Myths and Legends of the Highlands. From the library, I'd wager. This looks interesting. Screwed down tight. Someone didn't want it moved.
Oh.
Father wouldn't have hidden his papers somewhere as obvious as a desk drawer. Whoever did this would have searched the room after they looked in the desk. Maybe they didn't find what they were looking for. Oh, some sort of secret compartment.
Haha!
Father's handwriting. The chapel. The family chronicles. I may find answers there. Looks like a note about the cipher in the shelf.
251. Oh, no.
A local girl goes missing. The concerns have been raised at the disappearance of Cora McKay, a 17-year-old local girl. According to the police, she was last seen leaving her place of work, the Three Kegs Inn, 2 days ago. She is the third person to disappear in recent months, but the circumstances of each have been markedly different. Cora is described as being 4'10", with grey eyes and long dark hair. Anyone with information is urged to contact the constabulary.
Yeah, she's short.
Everything but the seal. Just bits and bobs. What a mess. Letters about the day-to-day running of the estate. These might be useful if I decide to live here. The handwriting must be Edward's. Pay half what he asks. Forward to lawyers. Charming. And this one. Your money will protect you forever. The hangman will catch up eventually. A curse on you and your family. Seems he was as popular as he was pleasant.
I beg you to reconsider, Sir Edward. My family has lived on this land for many generations, and to be told we must leave our own home is too much to bear. Alice, my wife, whom you have met, is beside herself with grief. We have nowhere else to go. I beg you to look inside your heart and allow us to remain.
Have them out by the end of the month.
The signs are there. Deny them at your peril. The ancient evil that inhabits this land has seeped into the very stone of the castle walls. And if you do not tread carefully, it will infect your family.
Contact the constable. Have this witch locked up so she does not bother us again.
Really fun. Another drawer? No. Okay. These don't look like... So what was it? 2... $251. $251. These look, don't they look like, what do you call them? Norse?
very precise, accurate. A lot of work went into this. There's a bit missing. Hold on. There.
There.
Stop your whining. Stop your whining.
No. No.
Wait!
What?
The boy! Did you see him? Where did he go?
What did I tell you about disturbing me in my study?
Are you all right, sir?
What happened? What happened, David?
The boy. There was blood. And he pushed him down.
Who? Who do you think you saw?
Him.
Chapter 1 complete. Oops, I did the right thing.
What did you just say, sir?
It's all right.
You're like your father. You can see them too, can't you?
I've been babbling in my sleep since I was a child. It's nothing to worry about. Poor girl is scared out of her wits.
Of course, sir. Sorry, sir.
My father. What did he think he saw?
It ain't my place to say, sir. But I...
Go on.
Begging your pardon, sir. You should go. This place, it drove your father mad.
Drove him? Did he say what or whom he saw?
I'm sure I don't know, sir.
Best not push her too hard. She's scared enough of me already.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's Ailsa, sir. Ailsa Crannan. Oh, and Master Andrew asks if you would join him in the library. After breakfast, of course.
Thank you, Miss Crannan.
Oh.
Get a hold of yourself, David.
Whoa, what the...
Were these apparitions what drove my father from the castle when he was young? Were they what drew him back? He must have found something in the family chronicles he spoke of.
perhaps? As far as I know, I'd never been to this castle before. Nobody else saw the boy or the old man who looked like my grandfather Edward. But it felt real, more even than the daydreams that plagued my childhood.
Okay. Thought something creepy was going to happen.
Elsa knows more than she wants to tell me.
I can't breathe. Why can I not breathe? That's weird. Who was the boy? Found out what Alyssa knows. Elsa. Not Alyssa. Elsa. Elsa. Cool, and she can wear the same clothes as I did yesterday. Okay.
Aye, and once you're done in the kitchen, go and clean up the cellar. The spiders have made a nest down there. A big one, too. They're crawling everywhere. Master David, nice of you to grace us with your presence.
I appreciate your patience.
I've had the staff prepare some of the finest Scottish delicacies for you. Black pudding, haggis, scrambled eggs with deer brain, and bacon.
Okay.
I shot the deer myself, in the local woods.
Mother was never a fan of dishes made from entrails. In this case, she'd been missing out.
That was delicious. Thank you.
I'm sure our local specialities must seem peculiar to one raised as you were.
I was raised in India. My spectrum of peculiar has quite a range.
Yes, Master David?
You've worked for the family all your life?
Yes, Master David. Saved my time serving in Swaziland.
You served in South Africa?
Oh, indeed, sir. During the Boer War. But Sir Edward intervened and I was able to return unharmed from that most futile conflict.
May I ask, the maid, she seems nervous, almost afraid of me.
She's afraid of everything.
You don't think much of her?
I do not, sir. And, if I may be so bold, one of Lady Gordon's earrings has gone missing.
You suspect the maid?
Not my place to say, Master David.
Yet I think you just did say. If I gave him the earring, he'd use it as an excuse to torment the maid.
Not that I'd ever gain his trust. He's clearly loyal to Lady Margaret.
How many staff are there?
Nowadays, only myself, the maid, and Rory the gardener. I suppose you could include the lawyer, too, if that is work.
Not many for such a big house.
If you felt like hiring more staff, I would not complain, sir. But, of course, not everyone is suited to work in this house.
Well, good day to you.
Indeed, sir.
Oh, right. Oh, why is it dark here? Is that old hag here? No. I saw that photo. Ooh.
A sign of modernity, even in ancient houses like this. A sign of modernity, even in ancient houses like this.
Okay, I'll go fuck myself then.
Miss Crannan? Did you ever talk to my father?
I was serving here when he... That is to say,
Go on, please.
I didn't think it'd be proper, sir. Lady Margaret said... Oh, sorry, sir. I must get on with my work.
She's as scared of Margaret as she is of the butler. Poor girl.
Isn't that used for transporting cooked food? Why is there blood in it?
Ugh, the wee scunner thought it would be funny to put one of his dead beasties in it to fear me. He should keep them in the cellar and... Sorry, sir. I'm speaking out of turn.
I noticed the attic door is locked.
You'd best ask Angus, sir. I hardly go up there.
The mere mention of the attic terrified her. What is in there?
You said my father saw things.
I don't want to talk about it, sir.
I think you may have lost this.
Oh, sir! Oh, thank you, sir. I only wanted to see how it looked in the mirror. I didn't mean to. I was scared to tell her ladyship. Oh, she can have such a temper.
What are you going to do now?
If I can sneak it into the salon, maybe her ladyship will think she lost it there herself.
From what I know about her, I very much doubt her ladyship will.
What happened to my father here?
I'm sorry, sir. You're not like the rest of them here. Oh, Sir, there's things you should know, but I really need this job.
She knows something, but how can I convince her to trust me? Would you like me to escort you to the cellar?
Wouldn't be proper to ask the owner of the house to do that, sir.
Well, I'm not the owner yet, and you didn't ask.
Very kind of you, sir.
Happy to help. I'll let you know when I'm ready to accompany you down there. I shall leave you to your work. Shall we? Let's see what we can find down here. How cruel of Mr. McKinnon to send her down here alone. Harsh as it may seem, a proper serving of fire is the only way to get rid of such a widespread infestation. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether. This is as close as I get. Otherwise, I'll have them crawling all over me. I have to find a way to eliminate them altogether. Ooh, a lot of blood for just one animal. Not the most hygienic workstation. A hunting map. Looks like they've been poaching outside the Gordon estate. Looks fresh.
Master Eddie's work. He and Mr. McKinnon put it here earlier. Poor beastie.
Eddie? Another family member I've yet to meet. The water of life. Some of these whiskies are from local distilleries. Raw spirit. Not particularly palatable, but good for cleaning and magic tricks. Step right up.
Sir? What are you... Oh my! Oh, that's amazing! Does that not hurt?
No, a little trick I learned in India.
Sorry, did that scare you, Elsa? I didn't think... Huh.
And you are?
Edward Mallory. You may call me Edward III.
So this is Cousin Eddie. He seems...
Welcome to my castle.
as terrible as the rest of them. My castle indeed.
Pleased to meet you, Eddie. So, your parents would be my aunt and uncle Clara and Victor. Are they...
Dead. Dead as doornails, the pair of them.
Lovely. You've lived here all your life, so you would have met my father.
Only after he lost what marbles he had left. If it were up to me, I'd have locked him up in the loony bin a bit sooner.
Locked him up?
So what are you doing down here anyway?
There's a line between honesty and rudeness that Cousin Eddie doesn't seem to recognize.
I was helping Miss Crannan.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
Excuse me, sirs. I really have to go.
Leaving so soon? Was it something I said? They all tend to act like that in the presence of nobility.
You said something about a loony bin?
I did. Oh, you don't know.
Well?
Well, never you mind. I have an animal to prepare.
I'm getting very tired of everyone in this house avoiding my questions.
There's something you should know, sir. Something important. I overheard them talking, and
You're paid to work, not chat. Get to it, girl.
Sorry, Mr. McKinnon. Library, after dinner.
At last. I might get some answers.
Until she gets killed. Talk to whoever.
David, apologies for not being here to greet you. As the telephone in the castle is not working due to the recent storm, I have had to journey to the village to communicate with my office. Upon my return, I shall show you to the chapel where you can pay your respects to your father. Yours, Andrew Harrison.
Or maybe I'll just head to the chapel myself, just as soon as the weather clears.
Let's see if my trusty key will get this open. Not like this. I've never seen a key like this before. It feels like Father wanted me to keep it a secret. Not like this.
It looks like I'm missing a part to the key.
Definitely the man I saw last night. But how? Grandfather Edward died before I was even born. Then he'd be in his 70s if he was still alive.
Smoking a pipe? I thought that would be beneath her station. Lady Margaret.
David?
May I first apologize for my strange behavior last night? It's just that...
Think nothing of it. You were obviously tired from your travels. Least said, soonest mended.
I don't want to give her another reason to think me mad. This may seem like an unusual question.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't, dear boy.
Have I ever been here before? Is it possible I visited as a child and can no longer remember?
Oh, no. You are a stranger to these walls.
And I have a feeling you prefer it stayed that way. What kind of man was my grandfather?
Oh, he was magnificent. He was handsome, so handsome, and caring.
Caring enough to knock a defenseless child down the stairs.
All was so very different when he was around.
The maid, she seemed to be acting strangely, like she was frightened of me.
Yes, well, she's a simple sort, that one. She has probably heard of the curse of the Gordons the locals like to whisper about.
Curse? What curse?
Just a peasant superstition. I would guess she was worried you'd show the same displays of unpredictable violence as your father did.
I never knew my father to be the violent type.
Oh, there are many things you do not know about your father. This is his doing.
What? But how?
I'd rather not discuss it, David. And that maid should really keep her mouth shut and locate the earring she lost. She's like a magpie with shiny, expensive things.
I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes.
Maybe you want to have something to ask her about.
I do like, where do I proceed?
It's working. Has it been repaired? Or did Andrew lie to me?
Why would he lie to me? Oh goodness, sorry.
Maybe you want to have something to ask her about.
I do, about the lawyer. And the phone. And why he lied to me. Test. What I want to know is, where did everyone go? Oh my goodness, you should be able to just walk into a room and not have it to load. Ooh. No, nothing there. So there's something.
If the old man I saw was really my grandfather Edward, then the boy must be... I need to find out if that really was him I saw. If the old man I saw was really my grandfather Edward, then the boy must be... I need to find out if that really was him I saw.
I better leave Cousin Eddie to his hobby for now.
Oh my god. Puzzle game.
This'll make it easier to carry.
The boy. It must be. But I need to be sure. Perhaps the names are on the back.
Lady Margaret. She looks happy. I can't imagine her smiling like that these days.
The boy. How did he provoke Edward into throwing him down the stairs?
It was in his study.
My family. Yet they're all still strangers to me.
Grandfather Edward. Just as he looked last night. What's this? Looks like it's drawn in blood?
There we go. Taking some loading right here. Whoa! I understand the purpose of that.
Regardless of what I told Miss Cranon, these visions are like nothing I've ever experienced before, and they're getting worse.
Was that looking like deeper into the picture? And Grandpa was like, nah, get out of here. That is possible. Oh. Shit.
Lady Margaret?
Yes, David?
I saw an old photograph of a boy in the other room. Something tells me she wouldn't be happy if she knew I had it in my pocket.
Ah, that was taken in 1894. Young Johnny, your father.
You can remember the exact year?
It's a funny thing when you reach my age. You can remember dates from decades ago.
But not what you had for breakfast.
Maybe others can't.
Who, may I ask, were the others in the picture?
That would be your Aunt Clara and your late great-grandmother, the last true Countess of Scahandu House. And my dear Edward, of course.
I noticed my father had a scar on his face. How did that happen?
Falling from a tree, perhaps? I can't recall. But your father was a clumsy child.
Can't recall. But you remember the date the photograph was taken?
I shall take my leave, Lady Margaret.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Where was that door? In the kitchen. Maybe it's in the garden. So I need to go. Oh shit. No, it's on the other side of the house. Damn it.
I need a break from this family. Let's see if I can get into the chapel without Andrew.
Why are the lights still on?
Master David.
You could tell it was me.
Your footsteps. I ken the walk of everyone here.
Wow, that's rather incredible.
Aye, that it is, laddie. That it is. I hear better than most. See more than most and all.
Father had a similar toolbox. Back when he still fixed things around the house. When you talked about what they did to my father, what did you mean?
He shouldn't have come back. You canna go through what he did as a bairn and no be sick.
So his hospitalization was justified then?
Not for me to say. Before you think of putting down roots here, you should think on what the poison grown here did to your father. You can?
No, not really.
If you dinna mind, this door will no mend itself.
I'll leave you to it then. Nobody left to mourn the dead, or care for their graves, it seems. I've seen this before. In the painting. This is the grave I saw in that waking dream or whatever it was. The grave my father buried something in as a boy. Who's buried here? If I could just... these vines are too thick. I need something to cut through these. graveyard. Is it a family plot?
Aye. No matter how high and mighty, all the Gordons end up there.
A cheery thought. It's a shame we don't have the means to properly care for the graves.
Why bother? His bones and food for worms.
May I borrow your bolt cutter?
Maybe. If I ken what you need it for.
The graves. I would like to tidy them up. That way I can pay my respects properly.
Is that a fact? Why's that then?
They are my family. They deserve to be remembered.
Fair enough, laddie. Just grab it yourself, will ye?
Cecilia Shaw, nee Gordon. Aunt Cecilia. Now, let's see if there's something really buried in here. Another piece of the castle model. Another part of the model, and it's stained with what seems to be old blood. Why did Father bury this when he was a child? I was just paying my respects to my Aunt Cecilia.
The poor innocent soul. She was another victim of this foul place.
A victim? How so?
No for me to say one way or t'other.
Seems it's nobody's place to tell me anything much. I have some things to attend to.
Look after yourself, laddie.
Am I just gonna keep the bolt cutters? I guess so.
being the chronicle of the family Gordon, as laid down by Sir Drummond Gordon, the year of our Lord 1413.
Local legend speaks of this particular glen as being inhabited from time immemorial. Enigmatic, elaborately carved Pictish stones stand as timeless evidence of this. As for the locals, they appear prideful of the counsel they delight in giving to visitors. Traveler, beware. The Celtic peoples arrived in this place like a great beast, bringing with them the bloodlines that would eventually spawn the Gordon clan. Using their superior numbers, knowledge, and machines of war, they swiftly conquered the primeval Picts. With them, they brought too their religion and druid clerics. The magics these wise men used did shape forever the lands, even until this present day. It is said that the sempiternal burden our family carries rose at that time. It is well recorded how the Empire of Rome did fail to tame the wayward Scots, that they did even raise a barrier to protect their mighty empire. What is seldom told is the truth behind their defeat. Our ancestors drew upon ancient powers to aid their victory, powers not easily fathomed by the fragile human mind. This aid did come at the greatest of